Hey, shalom, everybody. So this is part two of the video that I made earlier, speaking about what inspiration, what spirit, what ruach, what breath inspired the disobedient people to change scripture, change words, change laws, change things. Okay, so as I was saying in the first video, that the original language, the Abaryth, basically the Father's language, or the YAHUDYth, Yahuah's language, did not yet contain the corruption that came from the wicked men that infiltrated the tribe, the people of YAHUAH. Okay, you can look this up in biblical scripture. You can see how, let's say, from Adam and to his to his very, very soon ancestors or predecessors, many of the people from Adam would be scattered away because of their disobedience. Just like the Messiah says, those who gather with me, those that are with me, gather with me. Those who are against me, they get scattered. Okay, remember that. If you are part of Yahuwah's people, you are in the commonwealth. You are in His paradise. Let me just say this briefly. Gan Adan is the word used for paradise. Okay, you are expecting to go back to the land that Yahuwah preordained. You know, the place where He set up His borders, the place where His kingdom was. You know, it wasn't some garden. Okay, it was a place of paradise. It was a place of protection, provision, and proximity to the Elohim. Okay, so anyways, so you could see that the people that scattered away, the enemies that started to amass, the people that started to infiltrate the tribe, started bringing in a lot of false worship. You know, you could see from all of the Old Testament scriptures that many false teachers came, many false prophets came. Many people started falling into bad traditions. Okay. Now we know that when you're following Yahuwah, when you're following the Creator, you're in line with His word. You're in line with His plan. You're in line with His will. Okay. And if you are you are caused to divert, you get scattered out of the everything. You're out of covenant. You're out of protection. You're out of His commonwealth. You're out of His kingdom. Okay. Any transgression is seen as sexual adultery against the bridegroom. Okay, this you could see in scripture. So once again, okay, the whole importance of being immersed in the name of Yahuwah and being immersed in the name of Yahusha. Okay, many of you don't understand, don't see this importance. Okay, because throughout Scripture, the Father Elohim, Yahuwah, He warns not to intermingle what is profane with what is worship unto Him, with what is supposed to be set apart. Okay? And it's explicit. Those that even add even a dot or a dash, their names will be blotted from the Lamb's Book of Life. So as we see the language of the biblical Abaryth Yahudyth change, it starts to change, and we could see one of the major changes done by the Babylonians, the Pharisee scribes, the Masoretes, who started adding the vowel points. Okay, they started adding the vowel points. Well, they started bringing in Babylonian nuances into the language. Okay, so instead of Alhim, okay, you know, they would pronounce it as Elohim. Okay, Elohim is really a bad translation. Alhim, Alaf Lamad, is the Most High, the most authoritative one. Okay, Aleph, the Most High, Lamad, a shepherd's staff. So the Most High, the most authoritative one. Okay. In the Babylonian, corruption, El is a pagan deity. Okay, so it's as if you're saying that the pagan deity and our Most High are the same person. Okay, that's syncretism. That's, and that's not good. That's mingling a disgusting pagan deity with our living one, with He that is, because He is. Okay, the I am that I am. Okay, so here's what's important. Those that add or take away to the word, those that even change and transliterate and corrupt things, they're going to be blotted from the Lamb's Book of Life. Okay? And because they follow a spirit that is not Yahuwah's spirit, they are enemies. Okay? The spirit that causes you to rebel against Yahuwah's word. Okay? If you are in the stronghold, if you're under the stronghold of this rebellion against all of this information, you're not disagreeing with me. You're disagreeing with truth. You're disagreeing with facts. All these things that I'm telling you are factual. They are archaeologically provable. You can see even in our scriptures how the prophets speak of wicked men coming in to pervert things, coming in to change things. You could see in the ancient scriptures how the Father Himself, Yahuwah Himself, speaks of these wicked men and their false dreams, their dreaming dreams, and He even anticipates. Okay, I believe it's in Yirmiyahu, where the Father Himself says these false teachers with their dreams. Okay, the false teachers with their false inspiration, with their leaning on their own understanding. That is, when you dream, when you're in the context of that verse, when these false teachers are dreaming, okay, because of their dreams, Yahuwah says that because of their dreams, they will cause the people to forget the name of Yahuwah, and they will replace the name of Yahuwah even with Baal. Okay, they don't say which Baal. Okay, they don't say which of the Baalim. Okay, and it is profane to even utter their names, so I won't even mention. But so Yahuwah Himself is even anticipating that this is going to happen. Okay, and as He has said that for intermingling, for marrying, okay, like espousing what is profane with what is supposed to be set apart, is an abomination. Okay, remember like plant husbandry. Let's say if you take a bad tree and you espouse it with a good tree, then you're going to get an abomination. You're going to get something that's useless. Okay? So the bad tree that bears bad fruit that was in the garden was not an actual tree. Okay? It was a being that was gigantic and who causes people to divinate. Okay, he like the word nachash. Nachash is divination. So this creature, this gigantic creature, causes you to fall into rebellion, causes you to to go against the Father's word. And he is a bad tree that bears bad fruit. Okay, so you cannot espouse, you cannot marry what is supposed to be a bride for Elohim. Okay, that's what we were supposed to be. We were supposed to be the bride of the tree of life. And who's the tree of life? Well, Messiah himself, Elohim himself. Okay, Elohim said that he gave us his Torah, his word, his instructions. He gave these things for us to have life. Okay, he gave us, the Messiah is the Torah incarnate. Okay, and the works of Messiah is that we can have life eternal, restored back to the way that Yahuwah wanted it. Okay, so to change to, when the Creator says one thing, the false spirit, the ministry of the ministering spirits, they cause you to rebel. Okay, so remember, what is rebellion? Rebellion is as bad as the sin of witchcraft. Witchcraft is receiving supernatural information from a supernatural source. Okay, we are to receive only information through the Spirit, through the empowering, through the inspiration that comes from Elohim himself. That is what the Ruach is. The Ruach is Elohim's breath that comes into us and empowers us to continue being set apart, continue to keep our robes white, continue our holy growth. Okay, so insisting on teachings of demons, okay, will lead you to death. You're in rebellion. Okay, now what are teachings of demons? Any spirit that led any human being to divert from the path that Elohim ordained will lead you to a bad path. Okay, the Hasmonean dynasty that infected the priesthood, they began to change things. They began to change words. They changed laws. They changed the whole entire religion. And that is why Messiah called them the seed of the adversary, okay? Because they were from Babylon. They were an aristocratic, dominating, totalitarian, fascist group who loved, as Scripture says, YAHUAH hates the practices of the Nicolaitans. Okay, that's just some Greek thing, but I'm sure if we find Revelation someday,